Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We are gonna go pick some herbs today. We can find them through this very beautiful path.
Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
I didn't equip the weapon apparently. That's a bit weird. Huh. I'm gonna have to get used to this hotkey thing. Okay, drawing the weapon kinda quick. Remember in the old game, in the first game, the drawing was very, very slow. Which always gave me trouble. Zena's medal. Something was white. Yeah, this is chamomile.
That's it, chamomile.
Let's pick some extra here, I think. We are herbing, we are herbing. And then sage here as well.
Purple flower, sage, there we go. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick some extra flowers, my guy. Just give me a second. These might come in handy later. In the skill and survival. What does survival do? Let me take a look. Survival, knowledge of the beauties, laws, and dangers of the world beyond the stone walls of human settlements, unites royal huntsmen and the humblest wanderers alike. The higher you're skilled, the easier it will be to hunt wild game and obtain more meat from it. Gathering herbs will also be quicker, and using fast travel will make it easier for you to escape ambushes and other pitfalls. You gain survival experience primarily by hunting game, gathering herbs, and processing your catch. Drying, smoking, cooking. Additionally, discovering interesting places in the world and overcoming dangers while using fast travel will also contribute to your experience. Okay. So I should be herbing a bit. Alright, that's enough. We need to hurry back to Sir Hans. Because he was not feeling well. The dog is not happy.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
For those renegades who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some knight and his company. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knight's company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
This guy is clearly unhappy about this.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. I was kidding you before, but I reckon you figured that out, eh? We'll take
Really?
Sir Hans with us, but we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz. This'll be quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy. Jesus, I'm hit!
No. Absolutely not.
Show your stuff. You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
No, I'm not. Come on. Well, a blacksmith kit. I mean, I'm gonna loot all of whatever you had. Gonna take your stuff as well. Too bad, my guy. Mikesh and Kosliak. Whatever, dude. Did they kill the dog as well? No, you're here. You're fine. Let's use this bandage. The torso.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two.
I'm sorry, dude.
That my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it.
Very sincere.
I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't.
Nah, bro.
I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have 2 fresh corpses in my yard.
Now, don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you.
Oh my god, do we have
Be
to?
careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you 2 the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
Oh, I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Let's get to brewing potions in the hut.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you, and over Bajana, too.
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove.
Okay.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction, and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
You can flip through the book by using AD, and by pressing Q you can switch between recipes in the herbarium. Interesting.
You must have read it by now, surely.
So we put in the two whatever thing. The yeah. To the table. Okay.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Oh, wait. Now I need to read this again. I will need wine, 2 handfuls of chamomile, and a handful of sage. Okay, so we go back, we take the wine. This one.
If you don't remember, so, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked.
Okay.
Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
There we go. Confirm.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
And then we take this. Then we take that.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Let's see if we can do this.
Have you ground it? Good.
Yes.
Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Strong chamomile brew. Okay. See if we can go off this.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I get rid of the
Well,
corpses, maybe.
If you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of them damn corpses what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
That's true. I don't think I can take both of these, yeah. No. I need to go twice. Well, at least we killed them, so they won't go back and talk about whatever. Drop.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder.
Yeah, stop complaining, man. After quite a bit of arduous work, we now have to do the next corpse. I had to go and kill 2 of them, apparently. Let's get this guy. Do-do. Oop. Well, let's put the guy down. And we are digging another grave, I think, somewhere. Here, I guess. There we go. Well done. After quite a bit of arduous work again. We have now buried 3 bodies in here. 2 of which I killed, I guess. You sleeping, bro? Are you sleeping right there? Right, maybe I should wash before. I wanted to see this debuff thing. Reiki. Yeah. I think you get that by carrying the corpses or something. Let's see. And all the blood should be away from my clothes. Let's sleep and save. I don't know, how long do we want to sleep? Don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, probably. Sleep as much as we can, probably. And we're back to some weird dreams.
Will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Perhaps.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
Oh no.
Ma knows what she's doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
No, that's true. Perk points. Oh, we can go into perks. Okay. We now have this. Charming man. Mom always said you should do a good deed every day. You carry that mother's wisdom in your heart, and that's why you often carry it in the palm of your hand. If you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. He who is a friend to all is a friend to none. You can be a friend to anyone when it suits you, but you're a true friend, especially to yourself. You lose reputation. If you lose reputation, the drop will be 10% left. I think we'll take Charming Man. I'd rather get 10% more. Okay, so we can now see the perks here. We did get some perks here as well. Wanderer. The quality of beds increases for you the higher survival skill is, but at most this perk will improve the quality of a bed to 50%. On higher quality beds, the perk will have no effect. I don't care about that. Poaching is a dangerous trade, and the quest for rare herbs can be too. It's therefore necessary to know how to monetize your time and effort appropriately. You can sell herbs, game, hides, and trophies for double the price. Yeah, let's get that. Stealth, we don't have anything. Scholarship, cushion. The buff from sitting has an increased comfort effect by 50%, so you can study faster. How often do we get these? Doesn't say. Okay, I'm gonna wait with that. Okay. So either melee attacks from horseback will cost you 15% less stamina and will be harder for enemies to unseat you, or repairs with a cobbler's kit will be 20% more efficient. Additionally, because you know pouches and satchels well, you have a 1+ bonus on the thievery skill if you pickpockets. Yeah, we're definitely taking that. Drinking. If you were meant to get a hangover while sleeping, now you won't. Plus, when you're drunk, all those beds are 10% more comfortable, so you sleep like a king. Or, under the influence of alcohol, you'll be less likely to be injured by falling from a height because of the patron saint of drinkers has a protective hand over you. Let's get rid of the hangover thing. Craftsmanship. If you sharpen a weapon on the grindstone to a condition of 98% or higher, the weapon gains a bonus effect that increases the slashing damage by 10%. This effect will remain active as long as the weapon's condition stays above 75%. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, sprinting will cost 25% less stamina, so you can run longer and further. Armor and clothing that you repair yourself with the armorer's kit will make less noise when worn. The effect lasts until the item's quality level drops. Yeah, that sounds good. Alchemy. Raw food and herbs you have in your inventory will spoil 50% slower. While brewing potions, your energy will slowly replenish and your nourishment will not decrease. You can sell the potions you brew for 30% more. No, we're gonna go with slower spoiling things. Thank you very much. Oh, we also have agility here. The required agility for all weapons will be 2% lower for you. In general, if you have a lower agility than the weapon requires, you'll find it more difficult to fight with. But if you have a higher agility, the stamina consumption will drop. With this perk, you'll reach that state sooner. Featherweight. Fall damage is reduced by 10%. Yeah, let's get that. Speech. When selling weapons, armor, clothing that are near perfect or perfect condition, you'll gain 10% more money. You'll get a 4+ speech bonus when haggling, making it easier to negotiate better prices. Yeah, we're getting that for sure. Okay. So we got all of this except the scholarship thing. I'm gonna save that perk point. Warfare. If you're wearing a helmet, blows to the head will cost 20% less damage, or blocks will cost you 20% less stamina, and your shield and weapon will wear down 20% slower. Yeah, let's take that. Stamina, good. If you successfully wound an opponent by a strike to an uncovered zone, a zone your opponent isn't blocking from, it will be more difficult for the opponent to block your subsequent attacks. With a fully charged sword attack, your sword fighting skill will count 3 higher, so your attack will not only be stronger, but also be harder to parry. Okay, that's actually really strong. Let's get that. Heavy weapons. Shield breaker. Your heavy weapon attacks will be harder for opponents to block with a shield. Additionally, it will take less time to completely destroy an opponent's shield with your blows. Or Sundering Blow. When you hit an enemy with a heavy weapon, their armor will count as 10% low, or 10 lower. Yeah, we're definitely taking that. That's insanely good. Okay. I'm pretty sure I am hungry. Let's eat some of this soup. Sure, it's very healthy soup. Let's go.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Sure.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
Right.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I
Yeah,
recall,
there. That's true.
you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat! He got shot in the backside!
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
True.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As
Or
far
three.
as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favor you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do
No,
tell.
that's a good idea.
What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And
Oh,
thank
no.
you for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you.
He stole my spade that I stole from them.
But I know you didn't do it on
Oh
purpose,
no.
and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see.
Okay,
It's not
dude.
all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlina. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time.
See if this.
Take care then.
Kinda wanna talk to them, but I wanna check out the surrounding area as well a little bit. Just because I'm curious. Anyway, I think this is gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching and have a really nice day.